I believe that it is very helpful and beneficial for the students having a less GPA and targeting the high rank universities. Some terms used in the USA, OPT and CPT. So, what are these terms, OPT and CPT? What are the opportunities for the students after they graduate in the USA?
CPT is curricular practical training. So far, the average salary is $30,000 for the 6 months of work. That's the average salary for a student.
$30,000 a student can get while working in the USA and during the studies. What you will say about USA as a study destination? What are the plans of USA for the international students like for next 5 or 10 years?
So a lot of people can double major. You can major in computer science and in business simultaneously.
Yeah,
and that's very unique in the US.
This is very unique.
Yes.
How you will describe the Into Education Group? What Into Education Group is doing for the students? Your vision, your plan. So tell us about the Into Group.
Yeah, it's a wonderful country. Everybody's been absolutely super friendly.
You know, in Pakistan or generally, we only know about the Common App, which is a application through which we can apply to the different universities in the USA.
We have University of Alabama, Birmingham, that has one of the best medical programs in the entire USA.
True.
You know, we have Colorado State University, a very well-ranked university there. We added Montclair State University, which is a new university in New Jersey, very affordable.
I just want to have an idea of a typical entry requirements for undergraduate and postgraduate students from Pakistani market.
A lot of our university partners offer very good scholarships.
I will love to learn more about the pathway program for my students. That if a student has not meeting that GPA, so how your pathways will help students in this regard.
You can get as much as $30,000 scholarship per year.
How Into Education Group, how your universities are offering scholarships to the international students?
The public universities also give merit-based scholarships. International students are allowed to work in the USA.
USA visa is very important and very critical part of the all the application. What are your suggestions for the students that this is how you will prepare for your visa interview?
Come prepared and don't be nervous. So make sure you know what documents to bring. Show only your essential documents. What we do is we just want students to learn how to be genuine and not nervous.
Okay.
And to have the right documents ready.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Azeem Qasim and I am founder and CEO of Edify Group of Companies. At Edify Group of Companies, we provide information regarding study abroad, immigration, and career counseling. Today, I am having a special guest. He is coming from the USA. And today we will talk about admission in the USA universities, about scholarships and the requirements. And we will also take some tips from my guest today about the visas, how you have to prepare for the visa interviews in the USA embassy. And we will discuss about the USA as international destination and a couple of other things. So I would like to introduce you. My today's guest is James Wei. Hi, James. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
So
Thanks
just
for
a
having
brief
me.
introduction of James that he's currently Director of Recruitment Strategy and Partner Initiative at Into Universities Group. I will ask James to explain the Into University Group. I will definitely add my word in it as well, but I will ask James to clarify the Into Group and how Into Group is working in like worldwide in Pakistan and how they are supporting students to get admission in a couple of universities. So, James, let's have a brief introduction of yourself for our student and viewer.
Yes, I'm very happy to be here. As you mentioned, I'm the director of recruitment strategy and partner initiatives for Into Group. Into is a group of US as well as UK universities. I represent the US group
Yes,
of
exactly.
universities. I work very closely with them. I'm based in the USA. So most of my time is spent traveling to each of our university partners, talking to them about admission requirements, talking to them about where they should recruit, where the international students are coming from, and really building a plan to support international students when they arrive in the USA.
That's very good. That's very good. Thank you so much for your introduction. So, James, this is your first trip to Pakistan, as we had a discussion earlier. So, how did you find Pakistan? So, your words on Pakistan.
Yeah, it's a wonderful country. I'm very excited to be here. I can't believe, I've been in the industry for over 25 years, and this is
Oh,
my first
this is
time.
your first time.
Yeah,
So, you missed Pakistan.
yeah, but it's wonderful. I've had the chance to meet a lot of Pakistani students studying in the USA.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be here. First thing I would say that jumps out at me is the hospitality.
Yeah,
Everybody's been amazing.
we are top of that list.
Everybody's been
Yes.
absolutely super friendly. Everywhere I go, people offer me coffee, tea, and great food. So yeah, I cannot, I can't say anything better. It's been a
So you
great
like the food of
experience.
Pakistan?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I do like the food of Pakistan. I love barbecue.
I
I'm
like
actually,
barbecue.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah. I'm from California
Oh
in
yeah.
the USA. So in California, we have a lot of barbecue. We like
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
outside and barbecue our
Exactly,
food.
exactly.
So yeah,
So you
very
like it.
similar.
That's good. Okay, James, you told that you are in the industry for the last 26 years. So you have lot of experience. You are heading more than 20 universities in the USA as a part of Into Group. I will come to Into Group after this question. I need to know your point of view on education. You guys have in USA a lot of college dropouts that we listen always that look to that Mark Zuckerberg, he's a college dropout and he's a founder of Facebook. Look, that guy is also a dropout of the XY university and he's like starting his own business. So this shows that education does not has any importance when it comes to business and startup. But I have my own views. I think that this is not the case. So you have your own views and your experience. So what do you think that what is the importance of education for a person, for a student, for an individual, for a businessman, for everyone?
Well, let me start by saying, even though Mark Zuckerberg dropped out, there are lots and lots of great founders who have gone on to, develop great companies. We have one university partner, Oregon State University, and there's an alumni from Oregon State University. His name is Jensen Wang,
All right.
and he owns NVIDIA. He's the founder of NVIDIA. So
Nice.
that
Yes.
company is actually worth more than Facebook
Yes,
and Meta,
exactly. I
and
just saw his interview last couple of days before.
yeah. So he went to Oregon State. He got his bachelor's degree from there, then went on to Stanford to
Yes, exactly.
get his master's degree from there. So there's still lots of value in education. Not everybody's a Mark Zuckerberg.
Exactly.
There's more people out there getting their degree and then going on and finding great companies. And I think part of what makes especially US education special is the ability to really study a wide range of subjects, find your passion about what you really love and enjoy, and then going on to, build your own company or go into that field that you enjoy and work in that field. So most people are happy having come through the US education because you're following your passion.
Exactly.
You're not doing
Exactly.
something you
Exactly.
just was put in a hole and just this is the direction to go. You are actually exploring a wide range of subjects and then following your passion.
That's really great. I believe that education is a provides you a bigger platform to perform and to show your skills on the for a bigger audience.
Yes.
So now come back to the Into Education group. I will ask you about the Into Education group. My students want to know that in Pakistan or generally we only know about the Common App, which is a application through which we can apply to the different universities in the USA. And mostly students think that Common App is the only portal from where we can apply to the USA universities, but we have like many education groups like Into you are representing. So, how you will describe the Into Education group? What Into Education Group is doing for the students, your vision, your plan. So tell us about the Into Group.
Yeah, I think, part of what the Into Group wants to do is support a lot of our, B2B business, provide better service, which then provides a better service to the student. We do our best to try to expedite the application process, make it as streamlined as possible so that, our educational counselors can work with their students and give them as much information and support them through that journey. Now, we are similar to Common App. We have our group of universities, and we have a wide range of universities. We have tier one research universities. I've just mentioned Oregon State
Yes,
University.
exactly.
We have George Mason University,
Yes.
just near Washington, D.C. We have University of Alabama, Birmingham, that has one of the best medical programs in the entire USA.
True.
So we have a wide range of universities, as well as we have some more of the private universities. If you want to be near New York City, we work with Long Island University and Hofstra University.
Yes,
We also have Drew, a very small liberal arts school, only
Yes.
2,000 students there, right near New York. So you have opportunities to study near New York. We have Suffolk University in downtown Boston that you can study at. We also work with UMass Amherst, right outside,
I know that.
high-ranked
Yes,
university
it's a very
in
high ranked university.
Massachusetts.
Yes,
Yes,
it's a
exactly.
very demand university for international students.
Exactly. And, we have Colorado State University, a very well-ranked university there. We added Montclair State University, which is a new university in New Jersey, very affordable.
Very affordable.
Very affordable. Students are, you can do your undergraduate degree with a scholarship for under 20,000. You
Oh,
can do your entire master's for roughly 30,000. So it's very affordable
That's very
option.
affordable. Yes.
And then we just added Oklahoma. And we will be adding even more universities to our portfolio.
Yeah, I heard that we had discussion that you are adding some more universities, but that is and we cannot discuss those universities at that. But so it's fine. Okay, James. Now let's move on to the next question, which is regarding the USA as a destination. I know that USA is like number one destination when it comes to the higher education, international education. In the last many years, USA, is number one for international students. So I want your point of view. You have a lot of experience in the industry. You're based in USA. Uh, what what you will say about USA as a study destination? First of all, how USA sees international students, especially from Pakistan, South Asia, India, and what are the policies coming the part of the USA government for international students? As we recently see that Canada has revised their international policy for students. Australia has revised their policy for international students. So, what are the plans of USA for the international students, like for next 5 or 10 years?
Okay, so let me go ahead and, just first start with, why, would you study in the USA and what
USA,
makes you
yes.
USA,
Yes.
unique. The fact that we have, over 2,000 institutions and you have a variety of choices. Education in the US is important. And one of the things we want to go ahead and offer international students is the opportunity to kind of, again, pursue their passion, pursue what they want to do. One of the unique things I tell students is you can start as pre-med, and after 2 years, you can change to political science and not lose any time. Because maybe during your first 2 years, you thought you wanted to be in medicine, but you didn't like it.
Yes.
And then you can change to study pre-med. That's what I did.
Yeah.
So that's a real life example of somebody who started.
A practical example of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. And so that's what makes, I think, US education quite unique.
Quite unique and flexible.
Flexible, yes. And you can double major. You can, there is accelerated programs where you can do a bachelor's and your master's in 5 years, where you can combine everything.
Combine your undergraduate and PG program.
Exactly. Or you can do a double major. So a lot of people can double major. You can major in computer science and in business simultaneously.
Yeah.
And that's very unique in the US.
Unique. This is very unique.
Yes, exactly.
This is very unique.
So what was, I'm sorry, and the second question.
The second part of the question was, how USA sees international students, we see that there are like different strategies for the home students and international students. So what is the stance of the USA when it comes to the international students? How you support international students?
You know, everybody I engage with, and I engage with a lot of university leadership, you know, everybody is there to support the international students. USA is a very welcoming place. We want and we work very closely with our university partners to develop a great orientation program to make sure that international students are assimilated. In a lot of those programs, there's domestic American students who want to be involved, who want to meet international students
Yes.
because, this is part of the college experience.
Yes,
The
exactly.
college experience is not only just finding your passion through education, it's finding your passion about everything around you.
Yes,
Meeting
exactly.
new people,
Exactly.
learning about new ideas, new
Exactly.
perspectives, bringing that all in. And that's what the college, U.S. college experience is about, and why I believe ultimately it's a very welcoming place for international students to study.
I do agree with this. I do agree with this. So the last part of this question was that as we saw that Canada, Australia has changed their strategies for the international students.
Yes.
They are capping the numbers for international students.
Mhm.
So what are the plans of the US? Obviously, it will depend upon the upcoming elections. But how you see that? What are the your major plans of the USA for the next 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been in this industry for over 25 years. I've seen, elections come and go, different leadership come and go. I think the one thing, when it comes to policy for international education, the US is right now, looking more and more towards, building partnerships with education, universities around the world. So there's continuing to expand and be more international. I think we'll continue to grow in that direction. Even we've come through COVID, and
Yeah, I
COVID
know
had to
that.
lock everything down,
Yes,
and
it
we
was.
people
It's
had to
our
study online,
exactly,
and
exactly.
and now students are back on campus again, and international students are there back on campus with them. So I think,
True, true.
overall U.S. policy, we want to continue to grow internationalization. It's part of the education process, not only for you know international students, it's part of the educational process for American students, for
Exactly. The
American
diversity
professors.
plays their own role.
Yeah.
You have like ideas from different part of the world. So you have like brilliant minds coming from different part of the world.
Exactly.
So,
So for example, the dean of engineering at Hofstra, he's from South Asia.
oh,
Then you have, the dean from the business program at Suffolk. She's from China. So these are the leaders at the
at the
university, and
university.
they are actually international citizens themselves.
Oh, that's good. That's great. That's really great. Okay. The next question is regarding the entry requirements.
Mhm.
So we know that entry requirements obviously vary from university to university and from program to program. So there are like multiple entry requirements that a student has to follow through. But I just want to have an idea of a typical entry requirements for undergraduate and postgraduate students from Pakistani market.
Mhm. So, I mean, the US entry requirements is, typically we say 3.0 CGPA
CGPA.
is pass.
All
So,
right.
or not pass, but it's like a B. So good, better than pass. So if you are applying for a postgraduate program, a 3.0 CGPA is usually what, they're looking for. On the undergraduate program, it's a little more flexible. The CGPA can come all the way down to 2.0.
All right.
So there is more flexibility at the undergraduate side. Now, we have things like the pathway program.
Yes, I will love to learn more about the pathway program for my students. That if a student has like not meeting that GPA, so how your pathways will help students in this regard.
So the pathway program can take students even below these GPA levels,
All right.
especially, the postgraduate program. We can take all the way to 2.5 CGPA
All
instead
right.
of 3.0.
All right. All right.
And what we do with the pathway program, it's no extra time. It's actually, you go through just a very specialized program that's already built for you. One course will include cultural assimilation and writing.
All right.
So writing, every international student, including American students, domestic
Oh,
students need
oh,
writing skills. And
obviously,
so,
one has
so
to
you'll take one class that's going to be writing, and it will be credit bearing. It's a college level writing course. So you're not wasting your time. You're actually getting credit for it.
learning something.
And then depending on, where you are, undergraduate will give you the mathematics 101 or the history 101 or American culture 101, which is the foundational courses most students need anyways. And you'll be doing that. So you'll get your normal first year completed on the pathway, and it's no extra time. And then you go into year two.
All right.
And
All
it's
right.
the same for masters, except masters, we will actually do master's courses included with that. And it makes it simple for the student because the courses are already established for them. The housing is established for them. We have a one-stop shop to help them establish everything. So the transition's much smoother.
I believe that it is very helpful and beneficial for the students
Mhm.
having a less GPA and looking targeting the high rank universities. So this is very like a good opportunity for the students, for the international students. So James, normally we see that the education groups, the private groups, are more into like profit making, uh, which makes sense, obviously. So when it comes to students, we students need scholarships. So
Mhm.
you are like looking into like 20 universities, almost 20 universities. So how into education group, how your universities are offering scholarships to the international students?
Yeah, and so a lot of our university partners offer very good scholarships. They are funded by the university, so it's really merit based. And what we do is we work very closely with the university to kind of see what criteria they're looking for.
All
But
right.
I can tell you, depending on the type of university, generally speaking, a lot of the private universities, so let's say a St. Louis University or a Drew University or Suffolk University, they're kind of a private university. If you apply undergraduate, they give everything up to full tuition off
All
if you
right.
have a very
All right.
strong student. But generally speaking, you can get as much as $30,000 scholarship per year.
Oh
Per
my God.
year. So,
thirty
so
thousand
per year
dollars
for 4
scholarship
years.
for per year.
Per year for 4 years.
Oh, that's
So
good.
so $120,000 off of your tuition.
For 4 years.
Yeah, for a 4 year
Very
program.
generous of it.
So there are those programs. The public universities also give merit-based scholarships. If you have SAT, ACTs, those also help with a lot, especially at the public universities. They will look at ACT, SAT, but they'll also give, very strong scholarships. A lot of students do IB here, or they do
Yes. A levels.
A levels.
Yes, A levels.
There will also be scholarships for the students who come through those programs.
That's great. That's great. So, my next question is regarding the work opportunities for the students, especially after they graduate in the USA. So, normally students do not have idea of the work opportunities in the USA. There are like some terms used in the USA, OPT and CPT. So, what are these terms, OPT and CPT? What are the opportunities for the students after they graduate in the USA?
Yeah. So good question. International students are allowed to work in the USA.
All right.
There are three categories, but I'll go through the first two that you mentioned. So the OPT is optional practical training,
All right.
and that takes place once you finish your degree. So
All
as
right.
soon as you're done with your degree, you will have 1 year to work in the USA. But if it's a STEM major, science, technology, engineering, or mathematics related. So if you study computer science or business analytics or data science, or mathematics, it's a STEM major. You get to work 3 years
All
after you
right, all
graduate.
right, all right.
So that's, a big plus for students who are thinking about studying in the USA, especially if you're looking to do a STEM major. You could work up to 3 years
So
in the
3 years
USA.
you can get job in the USA.
And that's on a student visa. You're not coming, you don't need another visa. It's the same visa that you came
So you
into
can
the
use
USA
the
on.
same visa for the OPT as well.
Yes, exactly. So there is nothing that you need to do, no
That's
no
good.
further interviews, none of that stuff. CPT is curricular practical training. The
All right,
reason they call it curricular practical training, it means it's an internship related to your studies.
all right,
So while you're in school, for example, you want to take a summer off
all right,
and you want to spend your summer working anywhere. It doesn't have to be at the university. If your
all right.
university is in New York, you could be working in Los Angeles
Los Angeles.
over the summer, but you're on CPT, and that guarantees you a full salary. We have even several universities, but one in particular, Hofstra University. If you do their computer science program, you get a co-op.
All
That
right, all
co-op
right.
is actually built into your studies, where you get to spend 6 months to work. And so far, the average salary is $30,000 for the 6 months of work. That's the
30,
average salary for a student
$30,000 a student can get while working in the USA and during the studies.
during their studies.
And
In
does
between their studies, I should say.
between
In
their
between.
studies, between
Yeah.
their studies.
Yeah.
So does universities like support to have CPT during their studies?
Yes. So every university has a career center.
All right,
And the career center is there to help with interviews. If you're, for example, Suffolk University in Boston, the career center is the heart of their campus. They
all
tell
right,
us.
all right.
And it's a big glass first floor, and they bring in different employers almost every week. So you
All
could
right.
be walking to class and you look inside the glass wall and you say, why are all these students dressed in their suit and tie? And you can walk inside there and you realize, oh, Price Waterhouse Cooper is here interviewing students.
Oh,
And you
that's
could
right.
just, oh, let me go ahead and get my resume. And so you can go there and you can look at the job board. It's like, Medtronic, Price Waterhouse Cooper, Goldman Sachs is coming the next, and you can schedule when you want to go there. It's a job fair there almost every week. So
This is a very good opportunity for the students,
yeah,
so they can get the job between their studies and obviously after the studies as well.
yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So it's almost my last question, James. I would like to ask you, like, you know that the process of the USA needs time. So from application to admission, offer, and sometimes a student has to go through an interview as well. So usually students are following the Common App deadlines. We all know that in Pakistan, deadlines of the Common App. So what you suggest that how early a student should apply, keeping in mind the dates of the inter visa embassies in Pakistan or like internationally, since the COVID has passed, we are facing problems in the interview scheduling in the different missions of the USA. So how early a student should apply for their admission in the universities? And I would also like to have your opinion on, that when it comes to the USA, visa is very important and very critical part of the all the application. So normally there is a myth that USA visa is only luck based. So you can, if you are lucky, you will get the visa. If you are not, you will get a rejection. So how you see the USA visa interviews, how much the importance of the USA visa interviews for international student, and you have like years of experience in this industry. So what are your tips and hacks or like tricks for the USA visa interview? What are your suggestions for the students that this is how you will prepare for your visa interview?
Okay. In terms of the visa interview part of the process, for a student, we usually will remind students the main thing is, why are you going to that university? Do your homework.
Yeah, this is very
Do
important.
your homework. Know why you chose that university to study at. especially if you're doing a master's program or a postgraduate program, you should understand the faculty. What is there key faculty members that you really like? Is there a particular area of emphasis in your degree that you want to focus on? For undergrad, it's a little more broad. Why did you choose that location? Why did this attract you? So those are the key things, that they'll always ask you. That's the first question.
Obviously.
Why did you choose that university? So you need to be genuine as well. Don't study and memorize your answer. It's not, they can see that right away. And then most of all, the most important thing is come prepared and don't be nervous. So make sure you know what documents to bring. Show only your essential documents. And then don't be nervous, because I know it's a very nervous process.
Exactly.
And the best way, to kind of show them that you're genuine is to not be nervous about the
It seems like a judgment day that you are coming into
is tough.
Platform that everyone is holding their paper in their hand, and someone are like listening that congratulations, and some like try next time. So it seems like a judgment day for a student.
It is. And we do have a service called pre-arrival service that Into offers for all our university partners. And all we do is we just talk to the student, just to kind of, there's no visa preparation or visa training. We don't train students. What we do is we just want students to learn how to be genuine and not nervous. And to have the right documents ready. Don't bring 20 pages of things, because it might frustrate the visa consular, because he only has 2-3 minutes to do the interview. And, if he doesn't have the right documents, that's already starting off on the bad foot.
Exactly. Even they have mentioned on the confirmation letter that you only need to bring the passport and the visa confirmation letter. So students did mistake that they bring a lot of documents, certificates, and all that stuff. I used to tell students that all these certificates, everything is a part of the university that you have already provided. So go with the right document. This is exact point you have mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it simple. And then our team is there. They want to be able to talk to you, and they want to be able to just kind of like get you comfortable, get over the nervousness.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what's important.
So the first part of the question was that how early a student should apply for the universities?
In terms of application, there's 2 different timelines. Undergraduate, most students will apply as far as 6 months in advance. Keeping in mind, there are scholarships. So the earlier you apply, the earlier you're guaranteed a scholarship as well, because scholarship money is limited.
Yes.
So the longer you wait and the later you apply, the scholarship money dries up.
Exactly.
Right? So that's also important. Can students wait all the way till, March to apply to start in August? Yeah, they can. They can wait till then, but we don't recommend it. We do recommend to apply early. You don't need to have, if you're on an A level or AS level, we don't need to have the result just for you to apply.
Exactly.
You can apply before.
Universities do not require the AS result or even the A level result. So this is the key, that if you're looking for like some sort of high scholarships, general scholarship, then you have to apply right after your O3, the last year of the O levels, and you do not need to wait for the AS result and apply as soon as possible. I would say that at least a year before the start of the main intake.
Yeah. I mean, at least we usually say 9 to 10 months is a good starting time.
Yes.
But again, I don't want to tell a student that they can apply in March or
obviously they can apply. They can even apply until the end of the July.
Yeah.
If they get the appointment from the embassy.
Yeah, but then the visa.
Yes, but recommended and ideal case is that they should apply before the March. So they can get the maximum benefit out of the visa application. They can get the maximum offers. They can get their choice university and a lot of other benefits that an early applicant have.
Yeah, and then I think graduate can be a little more flexible. Postgraduate, so
exactly,
it's a little more flexible. But the one difference between undergraduate and postgraduate is it takes longer to receive your offer or decision.
In the postgraduate.
Yes, the postgraduate will spend a lot of time evaluating, and you may not hear from them sometimes as much as 3 months.
3 months, yes.
So you have to take that into consideration. If you want to wait to apply, by the time they make a decision, might be too late for you to get a visa.
Yeah, it makes sense because they have to go through your transcript, your degree. So in an undergraduate admission, they only have to see your high school results.
Mm.
But for the postgraduate admission, they have to go through your secondary school, your high school, and then your bachelor's degree. So that will take some time for them to evaluate your transcripts and all that stuff. So it will take some time.
Exactly.
So thank you so much, James, for your time. You came Pakistan for the first time, and you gave us your precious time. I know you have a busy schedule in Pakistan. We would love to host you again whenever you have plans to visit Pakistan next time. Don't repeat the mistake of visiting Pakistan after 26 years again.
No, thank you. And thank you, Edify, for having me here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, viewers, this was our today's podcast where we discuss about the USA universities, admissions, scholarships, and all that stuff. So, if you want to apply in the USA for the upcoming intake of the spring or the autumn, you can simply log on to edify.pk/apply and you can apply from there, or you can visit our branch, or you can call to our UN number, which is given underneath the video. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.